What's good? We are back from their 2K25 video, and in today's video we will be doing a Morant 60 to 99 overall challenge. Every basket is going to be an upgrade for this build, so we're going to go all the way from a 60 overall bum that can't do anything to a 99 overall Morant that is dunking on anybody that gets in his way. Put together an absolutely insane Morant build, and I'm going to show that to you guys, show you guys what we're starting with on a 60 overall. And as we progress throughout the video, this build is just going to get crazier and crazier, and so are the highlights. Real quick before we get started, go down there, drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on. We're still going crazy all through 2K25. We are closing in on 6,000 subscribers with about 98% of you that watch these videos not being subscribed yet. So make sure you go down there and push that button. I'd really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's check out this build. And here is the build. As you can see, we have a 91 driving dunk, which I am going to cap break to a 96, getting us a ton of contact dunk animations, as well as Hall of Fame Posterizer, and I can max +1 that to legend. 89 mid-range, so I'm going to throw a few cap breakers on to get it to a 93, just get us a bunch of gold and Hall of Fame shooting badges. 85 three-pointer, more than enough with the badges that we'll have from the mid-range. 90 ball handle, which will go to a 95 to unlock all the dribble moves in the entire game. 90 speed with ball, but I'll throw a cap breaker on there to make it 91. 75 pass accuracy, which is very, very good this year. You just get good animations with that 75 rating. And then 85s across the board on defense, 67 block, and a 50 interior just to get some kind of contests in the paint. These 85 ratings, I have them on a couple of 6-3 builds, and they're actually very good if you know what you're doing. 60 defensive rebound just to grab a few rebounds here and there. 90 speed, 81 agility. We are super fast getting up and down the court. And then that 85 vertical to make us more athletic, get us those dunking badges, as well as the animations. Here's the build we'll be starting with, and you guys will see this progress as we get throughout the video here. But without further ado, let's get into our first game on a 60 overall. On a 60 overall, you might not think we're able to do much, but I'm telling you right now, we came out cooking. I'm making a contested layup on a 60 overall. I'm going to do a lot of back cuts, a lot of leaking out, a lot of transition stuff, especially on these low overalls. But being on a Morant build, I want to get out and get on the break and get some contact dunks. It was not easy, though, as you can see. I mean, I'm taking contested layups because there's not much else I could do. But I do get cold and then end up laying it in over the center, falling down. I have 6 points already in this game, and I'm out on transition. They don't have anybody back. I'm taking my dunk, getting off cold, and we have 8 points early on in this one. Finding myself wide open. Like I said, I can't shoot that though because I don't have any upgraded shooting, but then I do take a wide open layup and can't get it to go. That's just the perks of being a 60 overall, is you can't even make wide open layups. But when I'm out on the break, I am getting these dunks because my dunk rating is so high that even at a 60, I still have some kind of rating that's allowing me to get those. This team's defense is probably the worst transition defense I've seen all year. I mean, I'm out on the break every single time and they cannot stop it. But in the challenge like this, I will definitely take it. Any easy baskets that come my way, I am loving it. I mean, there's another one for 16 points already this game. That's 8 upgrades. They're still not back on defense. They scored. I'm missing another wide open layup, which would have been another attribute upgrade, but it is what it is. We just got to live with it. My center's walling up in the paint, throwing it down to me on transition. I am laying it in for the win, and our 9th basket. As you can see, I went 9 for 21, but that does mean 9 upgrades to our 60 overall build, which I will take every single day of the week. Into the upgrade screen here, I'm a 60 overall, but the thing I want to do first is throw it on these mid-range and 3-point, because then they can't just sit paint on me. Somebody's got to respect my shot too, because now I'm going to be able to put my jump shot on, spending the 39,000 VC. As Zach2K says, if I spend money, you got to subscribe, so go down there and hit that sub button for me buying VC for this video. That is going to do it for these upgrades. Let's get into the next game. Into our second one here, I kept this little intro screen in just so you could see I was a 69 overall after those upgrades. And these are all the games in order, just how they happened. As you can see, closing out in transition there, dotting my point guard, he ends up knocking it down. Got to start the game out with an assist because it's going to get me open later on. And now that I have mid-range, I'm getting right back to what I'm good at, fading corner mid-ranges, knocking it down for our first basket and our first upgrade of the game. Out in transition, still getting those nice little easy dunks because we do have that upgraded so high. Contested layup. I don't know how I'm making contested ones but missing open ones in the first game. It is what it is. Hitting the point guard again though. He ends up meter dunking that one, gets it to go. We have 6 points, 2 assists early on in this one. I'm not passing up that opportunity though. Another layup for us and another attribute upgrade. Finding me in the corner, I got myself upgraded. I am knocking that down. I don't even have a takeover equipped yet, but I am going to put one on that gives me a 99 driving dunk and test that out for you guys. just because they are always changing driving dunk, and I want to see how a 99 rating is in Season 6. Center's hitting me though, laying that in. 15 points with an A+ in this game. Gonna dot my point guard in the corner for the game, and we end up getting out of that one with another win. 7 baskets, 7 for 11. Extremely efficient that game. That is going to give us 7 upgrades to mess around with, getting player of the game. These upgrades, I wanted to start getting that driving dunk going, but first I'm going to go ahead and max out my 3-point, then get some speed and agility so that we can get up and down the court, and these upgrades are definitely super helpful. But like I said, I want to throw some on that driving dunk because we are Ja Morant at the end of the day, so I'm going to put a few on that, get that to 65, and we are looking a lot better at this point. 70,000 VC down the drain into the next game. Next one here, I am a 76 overall, as you can see, and these guys definitely knew what they were doing. They were not a bad team at all, so we're going to have to try a little bit harder for this one, especially me being on a low overall build. And we are out on the break, though. First play of the game, dunking that one. I'm still extremely slow with the ball because I haven't upgraded my speed with the ball yet, but we will take the wide open dunk. And then my center's throwing it all the way down to me, just forcing the ball to me at this point, fading mid-ranges, knocking them down. One thing, I'm playing defense at this point. I don't even have my defense upgraded, but I got the speed, so I'm getting there, getting contest, out on the break again. But one thing about a build like this, or any new build, honestly, is hotspots. Hotspots are so important. It's way easier to shoot once you have them, and every time I make a new build, I realize how much more difficult it is to shoot without those hotspots or without your badges maxed out. I am going to get a contest there, though. He ends up getting another wide open one after my center gets rebounded over. I'm out on the break after he misses, though, throwing that down. 10-7 lead against these guys. And then I'm going to find myself wide open left wing. Misses the fade with two-way. I definitely should have knocked that down. But then again, it comes down to those hotspots I was talking about. You definitely need those. Wide open again, pulling up, knocking it down. Another attribute upgrade there. I'm shooting 75% from the field, though. Another fade. I mean, I don't even have my cap breakers on yet, and I don't have my badges maxed. And I don't have hotspots, and I'm still out here hitting shots. It's actually kind of crazy. Out again, though, I'm getting this dunk with the 65 dunk rating. We're starting to look more and more like Ja Morant as the video goes throughout. But now we did end up losing this game. He hits a 3 when I jumped at him. We lose by 4. That's all right, though. We hadn't lost yet, so we will definitely take that. 8 baskets that game, which means 8 attribute upgrades. And at this point, I really want to start looking like Ja Morant, so we're going to max out that driving dunk. We're going to go ahead and max out our vertical so we can get the dunk animations. Then we're going to start working on our ball handle because that is another thing I want to put my cap breakers on. And then a little bit with speed with ball, spending the 80,000 VC. And then we're going to go ahead and also throw our cap breakers on that driving dunk like I was talking about. Get that to a 96, 1 new badge, and 9 new animations unlocked. And this is the first time I'm remembering that I did not use my badge elevator, so I went ahead and used a couple of those also, just to get a couple of my badges up, and we are into the next game. As an 84 overall this time, we are officially 15 baskets away from a 99 overall. As you can see, we are progressing as the video goes throughout, scoring quite a bit each game, but let's get into this one. And if you have seen any of these other challenges I do, as I start getting high overall, I start getting more and more confident. I mean, I'm shooting back fades to start the game. Up 2-0, out on the break again, throwing that one down. And we are really close to getting some insane poster animations with the ratings that we have now. I'm going to hit my center in the paint. He's going to find me back top of the key, knocking it down. That 85 3-point rating. I don't know what it is. I feel like I time my jump shot the best when I have an 85 rating. I have builds with a 99, and it still feels better with an 85. I prefer a higher mid-range this year, honestly. Dunking all over him, though. That is the first Ja Morant style highlight that we have got, and I didn't even use the meter. Back to back all over their whole team, throwing it down. That 96 driving dunk is looking very good, and then I try to force one after getting too confident, and he locks that up in the paint. Gonna end up dribbling this one out, though, because I did not have a layup there. Pulling up a mid-range. Crazy shot, honestly, but I get it to go. Up 18-6 in this one. Another dunk for us, and we have 17 points in this one. Out on the break for the game, throwing it down again. That 96 driving dunk feels so good, and we win that one 22-6. And with these next upgrades, I really want to start getting this ball handle and speed with ball going. I'm also going to max out some of my defense because having that defense will help me guard ball, which I've been doing throughout the whole video as it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and start throwing on some pass accuracy just so I can hit my teammates. And at this point, we're up to a 93 overall. Going to throw some on our block rating. Just it ends up actually getting maxed out with these upgrades. Defense seems to be really cheap on these kind of builds. And then I'm going to throw on free throw. Honestly, probably not the smartest thing, but I should have went to the layup first. But layup's definitely more expensive, and we got to stay in that 94 rating. So we get a 58 layup, spend the VC, and we are on to the next game. Actually, before we get into the next game, I'm going to go ahead and throw the speed with ball on 91 and then the ball handle on 94. When I hit level 40 this season, I'll throw that other cap breaker on ball handle to 95. But I got to hit level 40 first, and then I'm going to go ahead and elevate a couple badges, and then we will actually get into the next game. We're starting out this next one taking full advantage of that dunk meter. Contact all over him, making that one to start out the game. The dunk meter really is so much better. Hitting a nice little mid-range, but it really is so much better after those first couple seasons. They definitely buffed it, and it's been great since. Missed my 3 there, grabbed my own rebound, end up doing a nice little floater over my center and making it for another attribute upgrade, then a fast break dunk, and at this point we only need one more bucket to become a 99 overall, and I'm going to try to do it in style all over his head. Morant style dunk right there. Windmill on the break, 12 points. We are already a 99 overall at this point, but we had to do everything we could to get some highlights to end this game. Catching a lob there right over their team center. Nothing they can do to stop it. Driving middle of the lane, dunk meter wide open, knocking that down. 16 points on 80% from the field right now. I didn't even put dribble moves on. Try to dunk on the center again, but that one is very early. I think there's still some RNG with the dunk meter because I did not time that very early, but I do knock down a catch and shoot 3 on the left wing, giving us a 6-point lead, and then back cut to win the game. Gets it to go. We win that one 21-13 and get all the attribute upgrades needed to become a 99 overall on this Morant build. Let's put those attribute upgrades on right now. And this is a build you guys will be seeing much more of. I've already started recording other gameplays that I want to get out on this build just because having a high driving dunk is a lot of fun to me and I'm really enjoying the dunk meter. A lot of my builds have high shooting or high defense or stuff like that, but this build can really do everything that I need it to and still have that crazy high dunk rating. 53 VC down the drain. Again, go hit that sub button. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks to anybody that stuck around all the way through. Go down there, drop a like, drop a sub on the way out, and I will catch you in the next one.